what's up everybody? Welcome to the Rebel Rave. I'm Rob.
I'm Dave, and today we're talking about how our galaxy far, far away is getting just a little closer to home.
That's right, so strap in. I hope you like churros because we're going to dive into everything we know about Galaxy's Edge.
Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is Disney's new 14-acre expansion to both Disneyland in Anaheim, California, and Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida.
We recently learned the names of the two attractions coming to Galaxy's Edge, so we thought now would be the perfect time to recap everything we know so far about Galaxy's Edge. And remember, if you liked the video, hit the little thumbs up button down below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more awesome Star Wars content.
Before we begin, I do want to shout out some of the insiders and internet sleuths at the WDW Magic forums. Blog Mickey, the WDW Magic site itself, BioReconstruct on Twitter, all great sources for news and updates regarding everything Disney.
Alright, first up, the rides.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is an adventure through the battle between the Resistance and the First Order.
Your trackless ride vehicle is a First Order fleet transport piloted by a sinister-looking R5 unit that has the schematics and access codes to a Star Destroyer you're held captive on.
The ride is said to feature multiple levels, near full-scale AT-ATs, and over 150 advanced animatronics.
We've seen a glimpse of ride footage in this teaser from Disney Parks YouTube, but what we don't see here is an inevitable encounter with Kylo Ren.
You enter the ride in the Resistance's territory, where we'll see full-scale X-Wings, a Resistance troop transport, and maybe an A-Wing or two.
You exit the ride through what appears to be a giant piece of old ship wreckage. The signage inside that wreckage reads Savienson Salvage, which sounds like a gift shop to us.
Millennium Falcon's Smugglers Run is going to give you and 5 others the chance to pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. It's essentially a 6-person mini Star Tours simulator style video game that you're in control of.
Okay, here's the story. Chewie has struck a deal with Hondo Ohnaka, the weak-way pirate from Clone Wars and Rebels. Making Star Wars first reported, and Entertainment Weekly later confirmed that there are 3 scenarios Hondo could send you on.
Scenario 1 is a race on Corellia that he's sure you can't lose with the Millennium Falcon.
Scenario 2 is a mission to a First Order shipyard on Corellia, which we've seen in ride test footage.
And Scenario 3 has your crew trying to steal a piece of cargo, but that cargo is guarded by a giant alien monster, which we see in concept art here.
Speaking of your crew, 6 riders comprise the flight crew: a pilot, co-pilot, 2 gunners, and 2 engineers.
It looks like each position's controls light up green to indicate when the crew needs to interact with them, and it looks like your score is tallied via galactic credits.
Each experience is unique and directly informed by the performance of the flight crew. To make this a reality, Disney Imagineering partnered with ILM X-Lab and NVIDIA to render the ride's 8K environments in real time.
Your crew's performance in the ride directly impacts your experience in the rest of the land. Scott Trowbridge, lead Imagineer for Galaxy's Edge, said, "If you prove to be one of the hottest flight crews in the galaxy, you might find some extra galactic credits come your way. But if you bring back the ship all banged up, well, the boss might not be too happy. You might even end up on the list of a local bounty hunter. And we'll have more on that bounty hunter later."
Bob Chapek, chairman of Parks, Experience, and Consumer Products, recently revealed a ride capacity of 1,800 guests per hour. From construction photos, insider reports, and ride schematics, we've learned that there will be 4 turntables with 7 Falcon cockpits each. If each cockpit seats 6, then we're led to believe each experience could be a little over 10 minutes long. Now, if you factor in load and unload time as well as getting acclimated with the controls, this means ride time probably is around 5 to 6 minutes.
Now, the Falcon parked outside the ride will be beautiful to look at, but it won't be how you board the Falcon for your ride. There will likely be partial Falcon interiors built for each of the 4 turntables, which will help give guests the illusion of boarding the Falcon for the ride.
Black Spire Outpost. Scott Trowbridge described it as a remote outpost on the Galaxy's Edge that was once a busy crossroad along the old sub-lightspeed trade routes, but its prominence was bypassed by the rise of hyperspace travel. Now, home to those who prefer to stay out of the mainstream, it has become a thriving port for smugglers, rogue traders, and adventurers traveling between the frontier and uncharted space. It's also a convenient safe haven for those intent on avoiding the expanding reach of the First Order.
We first heard the name Black Spire Outpost before we even knew what it was, in Solo, a Star Wars story. L337 tells Lando that he wouldn't be able to get from Vandor to Black Spire without her.
The land will be split into 2 areas. The Resistance's territory, appropriately near the Rise of the Resistance attraction, while the First Order's territory is closer to Smugglers Run.
The spires are actually meant to be the remains of ancient petrified trees, illustrating that while Batuu is new to us, it's definitely not new to this galaxy.
The land will be populated by aliens, creatures, and droids. Disneyland has even publicly tested an autonomous droid known as Jake, or J4KE, at their version of Launch Bay.
Black Spire Outpost features 2 restaurants. Oga's Cantina is a table service restaurant where RX-24, or Rex from Star Tours, is now your DJ. The Ithorian Doc Ondor may be willing to trade you goods or knowledge, and Harkos, a notorious bounty hunter, may track you down if you wreck the Falcon in Smugglers Run. Oga's Cantina will also be the first location to sell alcohol in Disneyland outside of Disney's private Club 33.
There's also a quick service restaurant that has a supply ship parked on top of it. That supply ship's crates have the numbers 77 and 83 written on them in Arabish for the years of Episode 4 and 6's release.
The quick service restaurant features a grill made from a repurposed pod racer engine, will have indoor and outdoor seating, and will lead you to Merchant's Row.
Now, not much is known about Merchant's Row, but it has been confirmed that there will be a creature shop where guests can take home a new pet from a galaxy far, far away.
The Orange County Register also saw plans for Galaxy's Edge that had a shop labeled Saber. We can only guess that this is an updated take on the popular build-your-own lightsaber stations throughout both parks. David W. Collins did say at a Galactic Nights event that he now knew what it was like to hold a real lightsaber, and Disney did just file patents for fully retractable LED strip lightsabers, so we may be seeing some fancy new tech making these elegant weapons a reality.
Other concept art features droid and speeder garages where we're sure you'll be able to customize astromech droids or pick up some power converters for your speeder.
And finally, to add to the atmosphere, John Williams has composed a new score for Black Spire Outpost, which can be heard here if we just stop talking. While Disneyland's version of Galaxy's Edge is a bit landlocked, Orlando's version has a 2-acre expansion pad on its north side, bordering the Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway attraction. This space is big enough to fit a building with about the same square footage as the Rise of the Resistance ride. However, it's not likely that anything will be done with this expansion pad for probably the first 10 years.
Alright, Dave, so when is this all opening?
Disney's official word is that Galaxy's Edge in Anaheim, California will open in the summer of 2019, while Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios will open in late fall, very specific, of 2019. That aligns well with Episode 9's release date, which is the last day of fall in 2019.
2019 is going to be very, very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot wait to hit this park up. Hopefully in 2019, maybe the crowds will let us in, or maybe it'll be a 6-hour line just to get into the park itself.
It's gonna be so crowded, so crowded. But hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and make sure you leave a comment down below. Tell us what you are the most excited about Galaxy's Edge.
Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.
See ya.